So a few years ago, my dad passed away. I believe he passed away in 2022. He passed away from cancer. When I was in high school, it started off as chronic leukemia, and I believe it was, what year of high school was it? I think it was junior year or senior year of high school is when he was diagnosed with a lower white blood cell count and known as chronic leukemia. Chronic leukemia does take a while for it to actually kind of act up compared to acute leukemia, which will is it's a lot stronger and will kill you off way quicker than chronic leukemia. But later down the road, he had colon cancer. And my mom was bugging him to get a colonoscopy for the longest time. He just didn't. He didn't get until, I don't know, probably when he was like in his late 50s. And that's how we found out. So now I'm going to be getting colonoscopies when I'm like 30 or something at this point, just to kind of make sure I don't got like polyps or whatever, however that stuff works. But anyways, that's how we found out he had colon cancer. And once he found out, my dad was kind of an anxious person, and he was basically trying to find all these remedies or cures for cancer while he was still working. Like it was just consuming his mind, and he wasn't really living. And I believe he gets this from his, based off what my mom says, is that he probably gets it from his parents as well, because they're both kind of like hypochondriac in those kind of ways. And my dad was like a health nut too, which is kind of interesting. Like he never really drank, he didn't smoke, his diet was always good. And when he found out he had cancer, he was even more like more strict about everything. And it was kind of annoying, and it was annoying my mom as well. I did live at home for a little bit, and I could kind of notice some things as well. However, a few years passed and the cancer spread to his liver and was in hospice. So once cancer spreads to your liver, you're basically done for. And he had to like, what are those things called? He had to like go to the bathroom with like a bag attached to him, like his stomach or something. And they're gross. They were always, they were weird looking. But anyways, I saw my dad pass away on his bed with my mom, my brother, and my brother's wife as currently. So it was really odd to see someone pass away. It was honestly really surreal, and I didn't know how to take it. I was kind of like a deer in headlights situation, and I didn't really cry until probably a couple weeks later. It was kind of, I was just like in shock and didn't really know what to do compared to like my brother and everyone else there was able to cry, but I had a hard time crying for some reason. I didn't. Also, I think I'm just someone who prefers to cry alone. But anyways, as I saw him pass away, he had a smile on his face, and then his jaw kind of just unlocked, and that's when he passed away. And he passed away in October. I think it was like I think believe it was 13th. I have it written down, but I'd have to double check the date. It was a few weeks after his birthday. His birthday was the 5th of October. Well, he passed away like a week later, 2 weeks later. And he passed away at the age of 60. He was going to retire in the next few years, probably around 65, because that's what it is in America if you're like working all that corporate ladder bull crap. And he did all of that, and he did what he was supposed to do. And he was working, honestly, until he basically passed away, just to like, he needed to do something to keep his mind busy because personally, my dad didn't have a lot of hobbies, and I don't think he knew what to do with himself as this was happening. And he did take some time off when it was getting worse. And I know he sacrificed a lot for us and gave us our life. However, I just look back on it and I was like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to live that same life? Because, like, what's the point of saving all of his money just to die and have it go back to like the government? Or, of course, it got passed on to me, my brother, my mom. You can only have so much security in your life. Like, you don't really get to live, you know? You work all of your life for safety and security only to kind of just sit there and not know what to do with your money. And personally, I have a tendency to hoard money as well. I don't really spend my money that much. And I really want to like spend money on my hobbies, and but it like stresses me out for like no reason. The thing is, I don't have like, I'm not like broke or anything like that. And it's just like always bothered me to spend money for some reason. I don't know what it is. But anyways, like I save all of this money only to know that I might pass away from cancer and not even be able to enjoy my retirement. when I could have just enjoyed my life the entire way through? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Why do I have to wait until I'm 65? This is assuming I can even retire at my age, just to enjoy my life. As far as I know, retirement might not even be there for me as I get to that age. So, like, what is the point? I have to work all of my life just to enjoy the fruits of my labor? How does that make sense at all? To me, that sounds like a scam. And ever since my dad passed away, like, I'm like, I don't have a 401k, because what if he didn't even get to use it? He didn't even get to retire or use it or do anything. It transferred over to my mom, me, and my brother. And like, what's the point? Like, I understand people want to have their security in their life and want to be comfortable, but like, that just sounds kind of bunch of bullshit to me. Like, it seems pointless. Life is already meaningless as much as it is, but you're telling me I have to live a certain way based on societal norms and how to live my life? I think not. I'm going to live the way I want to live. And if you get in the way, or if you're starting to be annoying, I might just kind of cut you off, because I want to live the way I want to live. And I'm tired of like the status quo, and I don't want to be like comfortable all the time. And I know they always say like, get out of your comfort zone and all that other stuff. And I get that. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to like make the most out of my life and just make content I like to make, or like be creative in ways I want to be creative. Like, I have dreams and aspirations that I need to achieve, or at least want to achieve. I don't know, even when I do die, most of my goals aren't going to be anything anyway. So I don't know. Life is weird. It's just something to do until we die, I guess. But I got places to go see, and I got faces to see, and I don't want to live in a fluorescent box of lights, or just be addicted to a glowing rectangle for the rest of my life, because that's just stupid. Just taking away my time and my sanity. Like, I'm going to work at what I enjoy and live how I want to live, even if I have to make sacrifices for it, because everything else just seems terrible to me. I'm not here to save for my retirement only to enjoy my life when I'm like old and geriatric, because at that point, I think I'd rather just end it and, I don't know, euthanize me or something, or use my body for science. That's just not going to happen. I am not going to do that. Like, I'm going to make it out one day at a time, or one way or another. Like, I'm not meant for this normal standard life. And personally, I'm pretty delusional, which is fine, but I now have to work towards those delusions to have my dream life and my delusions become a reality, even though I'll probably forever be delusional. I don't know. Ever since he like passed away, it's just been kind of weird. Like, I feel like I've been living my life more and like less comfortable, because I just realized everything just it just none of it even makes sense. Nothing makes sense anymore. So I'd rather just spend it on what I enjoy, as long as I'm not like knee deep in the trenches or something like that, then I can pretty much live as much as I want to. But anyways, guys, that's kind of what I just had on my mind the other day, and decided to journal about it and write about it. I really want to face the fourth gym right now with this team, but personally, I think I'm going to get screwed, because I don't have any water types, and I don't think I might be over leveled, but I don't know. We'll have to kind of see where it goes. I might be training this video. I don't really know how I'm going to be doing this video, guys, but you'll guys will be able to see, but I don't know, because everything is just, this is a pre-recorded thing, and then I just kind of record the Pokemon. But I will see you guys in the next one. Kind of let me know anything in the comments. Feel free to click like and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this, and click the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.